Good morning from the lower Boss Lake trailhead here, just off Monarch Pass. Today, gonna be hiking the Grand Couloir of Mt Aetna and then descending it via snowboard. For a full guide on this classic ski line here in Colorado, you can check the link in the description below. So to start your day, you're gonna have about, I don't know, two and a half miles to the base of the Grand Couloir. And as you can see behind me, it'll hit or miss on whether you can hike it, skin it, if it's covered with snow, but definitely park at the lower trailhead. The Grand Couloir on Mt Aetna gives you about 2,900 feet of riding, and summit of Mt Aetna is 13,600 or so. So a pretty big day. Overall, I think we're looking at 7.5 miles, 4,100 feet of gain, approximately. Obviously transitioned into the split board. I waited a bit because I didn't want to have to keep walking over rock patches, but it seems like it's in from here on out. Mt Aetna is, as it turns out, is a very popular spring line. Definitely want to wait until snow is consolidated, because this does, although it's not super steep, it does have avalanche terrain, maxes out around 38-40 degrees, and should give you about 2,900 feet of continuous descent, which should be awesome. This line is another case where it's so popular you probably won't be breaking trail. So trail obviously goes to the left here. There is another forest road to the right. Just about a mile and a half in with 750 feet of elevation gain. Boss Lake trailhead to your left. The obvious skin track today, at least, keeps going to the right. Although this line obviously has a larger approach, hopefully for you and for me, it should be a pretty much continuous ski from summit to car on the way down. So that is obviously a huge plus. Weather can't really make up to its mind today. It's about lower 30s, a little bit cloudy, little snow showers. But then the sun wants to pop out every once in a while, so it should be interesting to see what the descent is like. All right, in front of you here is the start of the Grand Couloir. You can see some people maybe in here. So you're gonna take a right. This is a south, kind of west facing line, and wow, it's very scenic up here. Looking at the start of the climb here, I'll probably transition around here. If you are good at skinning, you can probably make it up pretty far. Last time we were here, Jackie and I and Juno coming down the Colorado Trail up here. Just about 11:03 here, transitioned over to the crampons and gonna start the climbing. It's very windy today, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to fly, but I'll do my best to show you different perspectives of the Grand Couloir. Beautiful look back. So you can tell this left side, the real west facing stuff, definitely loses snow first, so you're going to want to stay kind of over here to your skier's right as you descend. But of course that's all going to depend on conditions. You can see somebody dropping up there. Snow looks pretty nice though. A look at maybe halfway up here. It's looking down.
If you at the final push, you do have a ton of elevation to go, so don't think that this is not a small distance. It is large climbing. Notice on this side there are some cornices that can form, so just kind of be careful of these. But in general, once this is consolidated, this is a pretty safe route. I say all that by obviously meaning have the proper knowledge, have the avalanche forecast, and know what you're doing up here, because even on safe days, accidents can happen. Look at the slope, steepness, and iPhone look up. Looking down, so it's when I said earlier, it's short but steep, so I have a third of a mile and just about 800 feet to climb still, so it's going to be very steep here. All right, just about 13,000 feet and just about 2/10 of a mile to go, so 600 feet, and then we're top of Mt Aetna. One last look down before topping out. Beautiful day. Just tops out the ridge here. Once you finish the couloir, you're just gonna go to the right and summit Etna. Look down, so there's the couloir all the way up to that field kind of down there, and then you're gonna go left back up to Monarch Pass. All right, the summit of Mt Aetna, just about 4,000 feet of climbing from the car to here. I am really excited how beautiful it turned out to be. All those clouds this morning that I was looking at burned off, and winds are pretty mild, so yeah, all intents and purposes, this is about as perfect as you get it. Shout out to Sam, who I just met here, and shout out to Mother Nature for providing such an awesome fucking day, man. Oh my God. you guys get the idea. I'm gonna enjoy the last turns down, no filming. As you get back down to the lower part here, you're gonna want to head left. With this as your view, if you can, it'll make your life easier, go left. Back at the truck now, finishing up Mt Aetna's Grand Couloir. Honestly, it's one of the best days I've ever had in the mountains, especially in the springtime. Just an excellent conditions. Very lucky to have that. And I love being able to pretty much go from summit to car. That's always just a huge plus. A couple of sections where you had to skate, at least on a split board, or walk like under 25 yards. So not bad at all. Yeah, highly recommend this one. This is really the highlight of my year so far. For a full trail guide on Mt Aetna, Grand Couloir, you can check the link in the description below. I'll have all the gear I use, my GPX file, all that fun stuff. I gotta go pick up Aria from camp. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all on the next adventure.